Hello everyone, welcome to MHIAS Mains Answer Writing Program, Day 6. Today our question is from General Studies Paper 3. And the question is here, discuss the causes of agricultural distress in India with reference to the recent farmers' protest and suggest some measures to overcome this situation. And this question is for 250 words and 15 marks. Try to find out the keywords of this question. Here the keywords are discuss the causes of agricultural distress in India. Agricultural distress is the first keyword with reference to recent farmers protest and suggest some measures. Also we have to suggest some measures to overcome this situation. The situation is the agricultural distress. Here what everyone do is they just only see this farmers protest that is recently happening, and all the people go and went write the points about the MSP and mandis and the current farm laws and etc. But here the question you have to understand that it is about the agricultural distress with reference to recent farmers protest. Not only this protest, also there were other farmers protest for loan waivers. So we have to include this also. This will be the main point because the agricultural distress, we are going to discuss the causes of agricultural distress. So we have to mention the protest that farmers did for loan waivers, and also we have to include the current ongoing farmers protest. And here the question number of words is 250 words. So we have to discuss and we have to elaborate the causes, and it's for 15 marks. Okay, then move into the introduction part. Here the demand of the question itself to discuss the agriculture distress. So in our introduction part we had to mention about the reasons of agricultural distress in India. That means here the crop failures or poor income, and also with reference to recent farmer protest. So we have to mention about the farmers protest that is currently ongoing and also happened earlier. And here and what for what they are protesting also we have to add. That will be our introduction part. Here recently farmers launched mass protest in New Delhi, that is ongoing protest, and many other parts of the country. Not only in the New Delhi, that is the ongoing protest, also there were many other protests also against the new farm laws as well as for loan waivers. These are the two things that we have to mention. For the new farm laws, that is against the FPTC, Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce, that is the new farm laws, and also for loan waivers. This is due to the inability of them to pay back the loans. They are asking for loan waivers because they are unable to pay back the loans because there are crop failures and poor income. They are unable to pay the money back. They are not getting the proper income from the work they are doing. And also the current ongoing protest is for non-acceptance of farm laws, as they believe this would lead to the gradual erosion of guaranteed pricing, that is minimum support price. And this ongoing protest, you have to study a lot of things about this ongoing protest, like increase in mandis, the demand of them, that increase in mandis, and also they don't want to be in a private market because they believe that the private market will lead to the gradual erosion of minimum support price, because the private markets will not going to provide them MSPs. So they want government MSP back. That's why they are protesting for. And that is about our introduction part. Then we are going to the body part. In the body part, is this a direct answer? That is the cause of agrarian distress in India, because the question asks us to discuss about the causes of agrarian distress in India. So we are beginning with the body part. Exports are affected due to low global prices, and cheaper imports affected the domestic prices of the agriculture commodities. Yes, we are getting cheaper imports of agriculture commodities itself. The same thing also produced in India also. For example, pepper, black pepper is also imported from foreign countries for low prices that we get than we get that from the local market. So the local producers, local farmers of pepper got affected. So hence the cheaper imports of agricultural commodities from other countries or from other countries causes the domestic prices to go fall. And also the exports are affected. In global level, the agricultural commodities prices were decreasing day by day. That's why the exports are affected, and that's how the farmers are getting affected due to this. And the next point is overall shortage in the infrastructure. It is an important point, that overall shortage in the infrastructure. The infrastructure means marketplaces. There is no much marketplaces and storage facilities, especially the cold storages for the vegetables and all. Then the limited connectivity is very low in many parts of India, especially with reference to rural areas. And lack of manpower and finance is also an important thing. So overall, the shortage of infrastructure is seen in agriculture sector of India, that causes agricultural distress. The next one is lack of easy credit system. The farmers will need money at any time during, like sowing time or harvesting time or for fertilizer or something like that, but there is no easy credit system that is followed in India. There are some systems, but it's not adequate to meet the needs of these farmers. So hence the farmers are dependent on money lenders. They are just going to the money lenders and buying money. For that they will be paying more interest, so they will become under debt, and they can't able to pay back the loan they got from the banks or something else like that. That's how it will also causes agriculture distress, because then the farmer will sometimes they stop doing agriculture practices also. So the lack of easy credit system. So in India we need a proper easy credit system with reference to agriculture sector. Then the next thing is conversion of agricultural land. Is the agricultural land are converting into other habitations. Like most of the agricultural land are converting into industries, and we can see that especially in southern places of Tamil Nadu, where the agricultural lands are turning into windmills. Their people are more focused on selling their land for windmills rather than doing agricultural practices. Hence, the agricultural land are converting for alternative uses. These alternative uses may include these types of industries or windmills, or for houses, human habitations. So these all things happen due to the increasing in demographic pressures. That is because of human pressure. People are doing this. Hence, more agricultural land are converting for other uses, and the productivity will be decrease. The productivity decreases, but the need for the products will be the same, or it will be increasing day by day. So the conversion of agricultural land for alternative uses cause serious agricultural distress in India. This is the most important thing, that agriculture in India is more dependent on the monsoon. The agriculture is most dependent on the monsoon rainfall. People will be waiting according to the monsoon. The seasons are here in India, and people decides the season for sowing, harvesting. Everything was based on the monsoon season, and most of the people, 90%, are dependent on monsoon rainfall for irrigation of their agricultural land. But due to the climate change, there is difference in the rainfall pattern, especially during the monsoon. There may be excess rainfall and causes flood in the agricultural land, or there may be low rainfall than the expected, then it causes the agricultural land get dried up. Hence the monsoon more dependent on the monsoon. So we want to have some irrigational support or irrigational facilities, like a construction of reservoirs or something like that. So more dependent on monsoon, and the climate change caused more impact on agriculture. That is, this cause dependent on monsoon, more dependence on monsoon causes agricultural distress in India because of the climate change. The next thing is government policies. Government policies are focused on increasing agriculture productivity. Yes, because government, like Green Revolution, all from the Green Revolution itself, the government is focusing on increasing the productivity. They are only focusing on the increasing agriculture productivity. for improving the food security of the country. They have to meet with the needs of the people. That's for example, during the COVID time, there are free allocation of food materials like food supplies through the fair price shops, and hence we need more agricultural productivity to meet this food security, or to improve the food security of India. But that's why government are focusing more on agricultural productivity and food security. But they have to focus on the increasing farmers income. They also have to focus on increasing the farmers income, because only focusing on the agricultural productivity and don't doing anything to help the farmers to doubling their income, it will cause serious. Then farmers will be giving up the practice of agriculture. More people did that in the recent time. So the government policies also should focus on increasing the farmers income. That is important thing. Then the next is shortage of good quality seeds and irrigation facility that we mentioned about the dependent on monsoon. So we need some irrigation facilities are lack, because there is no adequate dam facilities. There are sharing dam waters between two states or something. So government should frame a policy to meet the need of every states or every farmer. Okay, that's all the point I added in the causes of agricultural distress. And next, moving to the measures to overcome the situation, because in the question itself they ask us to tell some measures to overcome this situation. The measures include doubling of farmers income. Doubling of farmers income through high value crops. We have to divert the farmers to cultivate high value crops. And the next thing is increase crop productivity, increase crop intensity, and increase the livestock productivity. Apart from agricultural productivity, we also have to focus on the livestock productivity, hence the farmers income get doubled. Then another thing is the realization of prices by the farmers. It will help them to get more income. And the next thing is, I earlier mentioned that the irrigation project, we must focus on more irrigation projects. Then the direct benefit transfer instead of subsidies. Government are giving subsidies for buying many things like agri machineries or fertilizers, pesticides, etc. Instead of these subsidies, we have to focus on direct benefit transfer. Just directly transferring the amount to the account of farmer will help them instead of these subsidies. Then developing agricultural infrastructure through rural connectivity, marketing center, use of technology. And the next thing is the connectivity, right? This connectivity should be improved. Through the rural connectivity is very poor in India. So we have to improve the connectivity through the schemes like Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana or something like that. So when we increase the rural connectivity, it will improve the access to market of farmers, access to market. Then the next thing is that will increases the chance of getting marketing centers. And use of technology including the information technology, where the schemes like ENAM, BharatNet, all are some examples. Also we have to focus on more such things. And warehouse facilities in village levels. In village level itself, we have to bring the godown facilities, so that there may be chance of preserving the food materials at the village level itself, like cold storages. The next is developing mechanisms to ensure MSP in event of crash in harvest prices. Yes, when there is a crash in harvest prices, government should involve, and government should ensure the farmers that there is minimum support price, so that you can cultivate. So the government should give this confidence to the farmers. That's why farmers are protesting now. When there is no MSP and everything was given to the private market, there will be no guarantee to the farmers for the product they are producing for the year long. So there should be a mechanism to ensure the MSP in event of crash in harvest prices. Not only during the crash in harvest prices, also every time there should be an MSP. And also MSP should be spread to MSP have to spread to other crops also. Like most of the crops don't have MSP, so include MSP in for other crops also. Then implementing easy farm credit system that we mentioned earlier as a cause, and here we are adding that to implement the easy safe credit system, that will be a measure. Then allocation of more resources to agriculture, we have to focus more on agriculture, and during our budget we have to allocate more resources and more money to agriculture sector to improve this. And increase in the density of mandis, that's why people are asking for now, farmers are protesting for. So increase in mandis will increases their income also, and also it will also ensures the food security of the country. This is an earlier mentioned point, the spread of MSP to other more crops. It is an important thing. Then coming to the contours, so we discussed the causes of agricultural distresses and we suggested some measures for overcoming this situation, and now we are going to the conclusion. Despite various schemes are already existing, yes, already there are many schemes existing for the agriculture sector, but in the agriculture sector of India is facing many struggles till now. To overcome this situation, government should adopt an effective agricultural policy. This effective agricultural policy should be integrated policy. Integrated policy, and also this should be a sustainable solution. Not only focusing on the current thing, it also have to think about the future causes. So this should be a sustainable solution. Then it should have some long term goals as well as short term goals, because short term goals are needed because to solve the current issues in the agriculture sector, and long term goals should be there to meet up with the upcoming issues. And this is to safeguard the farmers of our country. We should safeguard the farmers of our country, and to through doubling their income. That is the main thing that we can do, to doubling their income. And also to save the backbone of our country. What is the backbone of our country? That is agriculture. India is primarily a agricultural country, right? So we have to focus and we have to save our primary thing, that is agriculture. So that's all about this question. Try to add some more points and try to add some more schemes to this. Okay, and then that's about this question, and always remember the word limit. And if you have any doubts, please ask me in the comment section. And that's all about this question. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and to click the bell icon. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.